Hello and welcome back to Liam's TV Addicts. So I'm making this video and it's about stories that could return for more. They could return, it could be, I could be planning some, it could be that I'm thinking about it, I've got ideas but I've just not written them down on paper. So you will find out every single detail of every single story, even stories that haven't been finished. So the first one is Behind the Bars Season 13. Now, as I have displayed in a previous YouTube video, Behind the Bars Season 13, I've got a few ideas down on my notes on my phone for what I could bring into Season 13. But there's nothing official saying that it's coming back. I'm just hinting. But there's nothing major to say that, yes, I can confirm there is coming back for Season 13. Season 12 ends in a really shocking way at the end of this month when it returns on the 26th of May for Season 12. Now, that will bring the season to a close. But, as they say, there's always room for more. So the next one is Keegan and Tiffany's return. Now, last we seen of these was when Keegan got arrested for murder, for killing his best mate in Germany, Andrew Williams, that he made. And he's been arrested, he's gone to prison, and Tiffany, let's just say, Tiffany was not, Keegan has basically told his mom that, that she's dead to him, and basically we don't know where Tiffany's gone, so Tiffany could come back. So the next one is Janine versus Stacey. Now, do you know what? I don't think this can come back for another part or another installment, because the last we've seen of this, Janine's daughter Scarlett, Janine's daughter Scarlett pushed Janine, her mom, off a cliff, like Janine did with Barry, all the way back in 2004 or 5 or something like that. And so obviously Scarlett has killed Janine, so there could be a potential spin-off where we see Janine's daughter Scarlett in the youth offenders. So the next one is Rise to Top Dog, and this is Bee's way that she got Top Dog after Season 2. Now, do you know what? I know I did confirm it. Yes, I confirmed that there will be more of this coming, but I never got round to basically producing it and making sure it stayed produced. But I mean, you never know, I mean, it was hard. Let's just say this was one of my first ever stories I made when I first came onto Wattpad in 2017. Now, this is like basically, there's still possibilities that it could come back for B's story, but let's just say I'm not rushing to bring this back, because let's just say this is a story that obviously I started with, and I don't really want to keep carrying it on all the time. So the next one is Killer Love. Now, this was about me and Mina, where Mina came to Talford, where I live, to obviously be with me, and we met up and everything, we got on. And last we seen was me and Mina got married, and we went on our honeymoon. We left on a plane. We don't know where we've gone because I didn't mention where we went, but we went abroad somewhere. And so you never know, we could come back because my family could need me, or I could return on my own, or me and Mina could return with a kid. So there is obviously more potential, but I'm not 100% certain that that's the way that it's going to turn, because there's obviously a certain amount of things that you can do with this type of story. So the next one is Bad Girls. Now this is obviously another potential story that could come back, because obviously the last we seen of these three girls, Mina, Stacey and Lou, was basically Lou and Mina teamed up to Lou and Mina teamed up to kill and stab this girl called Stella, who obviously stabbed Stacey. So obviously they're all still in prison. They're all serving their sentences. Stacey got 5 years. Mina got 75 years. And I think Lou got 10 years. So obviously they're all still in prison. They're all still together. So you never know. So the next one is Lou Kelly after Wentworth. Now, obviously this won't be returning because Lou Kelly died in the last part, because I think she got shot by the police because she was on the run. But I mean, so I don't think there's any way of bringing this back. So the next one is Scarlet and the Mystery of Hollyoaks. Now, season 2 is coming this year. There's no release date just yet, but basically, yeah. So season 2 is coming, but I can't really say how it ends but let's just say Mercedes is in prison currently when season 2 opens up, for the murder of I can't remember who, because it is a long time since I've wrote this, and I haven't written any more. So she's in prison. She's been framed by I think it's by Grace or by Scarlett, I think it's for the death of Scarlett's husband. And also as well, can I just say that it could come back because Dodger and Romeo return in season 2, and they return together. So yeah, there is a lot of potential for a third season of this, but I've just got to get it right, and I want to make sure it's brilliant. So the next one is Mina's Prison Hell. Now this will not be returning, because let's just tell you that Mina died after escaping prison. She got shot by the officers and the police and the army SWAT team, and she died as she came back into the village and holded Liam hostage and her sister Manpreet again. So this will not be returning. I mean, I could do like a flashback, but I don't think it would really fit into... It wouldn't make sense. So I will say that this is one that is over for good. Unless I do a similar Mina prison story, or, you know, there could be a possibility for a flashback. So the next one is Stacey versus Mina season 4. Now, will it come back for season 4? Now, at the end of season... I'm not obviously going to give it away because I don't give away spoilers. I'm not that type of person. But let's just say at the end of season 3, we saw... Well, at the start of season 3, we saw Mina's partner, Ethan, in hospital after Mina attacked him, thinking that the house was being broken into on the square. Now, basically, someone is lying on the floor at the end of season 3, but I'm obviously not going to tell you because, you know, spoiler alert. But there is potential for more, because we could see a Mina or a Stacey prison. So the next one is Heartbroken. Now, let's just say this could return. It's highly likely that this will come back, because we saw, obviously, my character, I think it was Ryan, he left his partner, who's played by Gemma Chan, and he left his partner because he was having an affair and he loved Lacey's character Ella more. So he's now with Ella, as we've seen in a flash forward at the end of the story. And yeah, let's just say that you never know. We could see in a few years' time, we could see like a bit of a jump, like 4, 5 years, and Ella and Liam have a baby. I mean, Ella and Ryan. So the next is The Lady from the Risen War. Now, this obviously had a happy ending last time, so it could return for season 2 to explore Laura, who's played by Paige Sandu, and Captain Bennett, who's played by Jamie Dorman. Now, obviously, these two fell in love in the army or during the army mission, and they are now together, living together in their new house in Manchester in the UK. So, yeah, there's more. So, the next is Judged for Revenge. Now, I will give you a massive confirmation here. Now, this will be returning. I can confirm that this will be coming back, but I'm taking my time with this because season 1, obviously at the end of season 1, we've seen Officer Georgia, who's played by Lea Purcell. She killed her abusive partner, and obviously we will see the outcome of the aftermath of that. So we'll see what's going to happen to her. My character Brody, obviously we'll see his life, we'll see him return, we'll see him have a new partner, we'll see just things go in different ways. There's more twists and turns, so yeah, stay tuned for details on this. So the next one is Found. Now, do you know what? I'm going to confirm something. This was one of my most boring stories I've ever written for Wattpad. And do you know what? Let me tell you why. Because obviously at the end of this story, we've seen all of the, 7 or 8 kids, basically walk away from a house after it was discovered that there was a body in there. Now, obviously, there could be rumours for more. They could go into other haunted places, other abandoned places, but I don't want to bring this one back because it's my least favourite story to write. So the next one is Ruby's Back. Now, do you know what? Yes, as we've seen in the last story, we've seen that Ruby was walking past the Minute Mart at night and she got stabbed 5 times, and Ruby died slowly. Now, as there is a reason why it says slowly, because there could be, and I'm not confirming nothing just yet because I'm still trying to figure out which way I want it to go. There'll either be a story where it will come back for season 2, where we'll see Ruby obviously in hospital in a coma. We'll see, what happened, flashbacks, and we'll see, and all that. So you never know. Or there could be a season 2, but Ruby won't be in it. She'll be in it, but as in like flashbacks. So we could see Ruby. We could see like a whodunit story. So yeah, just you never know. So the next is Switch, season 3. I'm so sorry I didn't have time to make a season 3 poster. So basically, obviously, as you've seen, the 4 girls, or was it 5? No, 4. The 4 girls, right? So Lacey's character Stella went to live with her new girlfriend Megan. Grace went back to Lower Sooth to live with her partner Jerry. Jude went to live with Mike in Paris. And Hannah went to the other side of London to expand her tutoring career. So obviously all the girls are in completely different places. So you never know, they could cross paths one day and they could come back together. They could get a job. And all of them can get the same job, but not realise. And then when they get in the meeting room, they're all sitting there. So you never know. There could be like a reunion. So the next one is Romeo Returns. Now, this could return for more. And let me just tell you why. Because obviously in the last one we've seen Romeo and Sid do a runner after they killed Cleo's partner, abusive partner, Abe. Now, and controlling partner. So obviously Romeo and Sid killed him. And obviously they've gone on the run. So we could see like them not return to Hollyoaks, but we could see them on the run in a different country and be chased and be contacted by Romeo's partner, Chloe. So the next one is Heart Guys Season 7. Now obviously at the end of Season 6 we saw Ajax finally return to the land to the homestead, and basically tell Hayley that he doesn't want to be with her anymore. He doesn't love her. He wants to move on, and obviously he's walked away. And Hayley thinks that Ajax was never right for her anyway. So Ajax has left, obviously, as we've just witnessed. I don't know, I can't remember what happened with, obviously, Meryl's still in prison at the point. So there could be a Season 7 where we could see Meryl get out of prison. Or there could be a bit of a spin-off where we see Meryl's time in prison. So the next one is The Assassin's Path. Now, yes, he is my character, Hunter, is returning on Friday, on the 9th of May, this Friday coming. Now, for one last time. But he was planned, I did plan for him to come back at Christmas for one more time. But I scrapped it because, do you know what? When you play a character for so long and there's not really many places you can take a serial killer. So obviously it's hard for them to, move forward because they're just staying in that one place, which is prison. So instead of obviously, he won't be killed off. That's all I'm saying. He won't be killed off, but he will get a lot more sentenced. He will get a lot more years on his sentence by the end of when he returns. So the next one is Hidden Connection Season 3. Now, do you know what? Right. At the end of Season 2, we got Paula Lane's character Ella went back to prison after she attacked Liam Kavanagh and obviously murdered another character, but I can't say who, because obviously Season 2 is not out yet. So she's back in prison with me now. She's been sentenced to 25 years in prison, so technically life, but if she's good, she'll obviously come out on good behaviour. So you never know. There could be a Season 3 where we see Ella and Mina in prison, cooking up a plan to get Manpreet killed or something. So there is always room for more and more. But yeah, just stay tuned. So the next one is On the Inside, Season 3. Now, obviously, as you know, if you've been reading it, Season 2 is on Wattpad now, okay? There's 2 more episodes to go, and then, so my character, Liam Hudson, has escaped prison. Well, he's escaped prison, but from hospital, because he got savagely beat in his cell. So he went to hospital, he escaped with help from his sister Paige and the officer Tasha, who he's having an affair with. So he's obviously, very, what's it called? He's very happy. Hey, and obviously he'll get out of the country. But so there's always the story for Season 3 to go with him abroad. Next is Some Girls Season 5. Now, let me just confirm something and say this. Well, Season 5, yes, at the end of season 4, we saw the girls obviously happy. Some of them are married. Holly's pregnant. Viva and Rocky are still together. Holly and Connor are still happy. They're married. Saz is with Joel, I think. And Amber's pregnant with Brandon's baby. Now, obviously, so the girls are happy. They've got their happy endings. And let's just say, I think, in my opinion, right, I think it should stay like that. So the next one is season 4 of Stacey versus Luke Kelly. Now, let's just say, I'm just going to say something now, but at the end of season 3, we saw Stacey go to prison, but we're not going to say why, because, you know, as I said in the previous part, spoilers, so obviously we see Stacey go to prison, so Stacey's currently in prison, but where's Luke Kelly? That is the big mystery. Where is Luke Kelly? What's happened to her? Is she dead? Is she alive? Has she run off? So, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that to your imagination. So the next one is Friday Night Dinner, season 8. Now, let's just say season 7 was just a one-off, okay? Season 7 was just one of them one-off seasons, because obviously after season 6, people just wanted more. So obviously the reason why I brought season 7 was because I wanted to do like a memory season, where obviously in memory of Paul Ritter, who played Martin, who passed away, I think it was the year after season 6 come out. So, or during season 6 filming, I think he died, or just after they filmed, or whatever. So, obviously, season 7, we got the boys got the news that, obviously, you know, the boys got the news that their father, Martin, died. He died of a heart attack. And, yeah, so, obviously, the boys are now dads. They've got their 2 Lucy's, as in partners and wives, so they've got their happy ending. So season 8, let's just say, it's not looking possible. So Clink season 3. Now, obviously, at the end of season 2, well, during season 2, we saw Cherie get released, get immediate parole. We saw Chloe Anderson get 15 years in prison for the murder of her partner, Paul. I think his name was Paul. So we could see a season 3, and this is not confirmation or anything. This is not confirming anything. But let's just say that there could be, and this is a big word, could be a season 3 where we see Chloe in charge of the whole prison like Sherry was in season 1. So next is Mina versus Manpreet. Now obviously this story isn't even out yet. It's been written, it's been produced, it's been done, it's all over. So obviously I've just got to do it was meant to be out on the 14th of April this year, but obviously I've had to postpone it until July because obviously other stories getting in the way. Now, obviously, I'm just going to tell you bits of what happens. So, Manpreet is in the surgery one morning and she gets broken into by this guy. And obviously, as in Manpreet's instinct, she attacks him and to defend herself because he goes for her. So she accidentally attacks him and, let's just say, puts him into a coma. So Manpreet gets arrested, and yes, first guess of where she goes. She goes to prison on remand for assault, and the prison she goes to is when her evil serial killer psycho sister, Mina Jutler, is currently serving her 3 life sentences, is currently staying. Now, obviously, So we could see Manpreet and Mina in prison together. So the next one is Gone Missing. Now this is another story that hasn't even hit Wattpad yet. There's no story. There's no date for this to be released. It just says 2025. So because I've got to fit it in with other stories. So basically, my character Josh goes missing, and my wife Piper, who's played by Millie Gibson, she obviously panics. We get to see flashbacks of what's happened at the end. So yeah, there's still no confirmation that my character Josh is actually dead, because we do see his clothes at the end in a flashback with blood on them. So we don't know if he's faked his own death or he's actually been killed. So this could be a good thing for a series 2. So Mina's alternative ending season 3. Now, obviously, Mina's alternative ending season 2 is currently up on Wattpad now. It finished, I think, late last year it finished. And so Mina has gone to Ibiza to live in Ibiza with her. I think they're either cousins or they're aunties. So obviously Mina's gone to live with Aisha, who is Manpreet's daughter. So Mina has left, but my character Jeremy is currently still in the village, because obviously my character Jeremy didn't really want to go with Mina, because I think he saw her true colours of what she was actually like. So I don't think he'll want to go. But you never know. You could see Jeremy fall in love with someone else in the village. So make sure you like and subscribe. And yes. So tell me what stories you would like to come back for more, or what would you like to see come back for more, and just what would you like to see in the certain story that you pick to come back? Because I'd do anything to make all my viewers happy and all my followers and subscribers. So if you let me know in the comments of which story you want to come back, then I will plan it and I'll work through what's possible and what's not possible and go from there. So yeah, just stay tuned and more videos will be coming soon.